Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're going to do two birds with one stone and try out two of the Revolution new products. We're going to be using the Revolution Pro Powder Foundation, so the box just looks like this, and also the Makeup Obsession Mega Concealer. So this is Obsession obviously, but it's part of Revolution's brands. So this is what the powder foundation looks like out of the box, very MAC-esque, and it is very pale, and this is F1, so it's for fair with neutral undertones, but it's so light that I think that I could even go up to F2, which is light with neutral undertones. So that's really cool that it's pretty light, but yeah, I could still go up a shade. So there's nothing on the box for this foundation, so I did have to look on the website, and it says it's a velvety matte finish which is available to build up to medium coverage. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we'll definitely give it a go. And then the Mega Conceal, I've got it in the shade 02, which is the lightest shade, because the shade before is actually a white shade. I'm expecting this to be quite high coverage. So if you watch any of my foundation reviews, I always prime my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, just because it does nothing drastic to my skin. And because it is a powder foundation that we will be testing out today, I am going to be using this Bare Mineral brush, because it's very dense for picking up powder foundations. I don't think they do this brush anymore, because it was like in a travel set for like a Christmas collection a few years ago, but they do very similar brushes. So yeah, I haven't used the powder foundation in a while. I used to use the Bare Mineral Ready foundation, and I could get quite a good coverage out of that, so I'm quite interested to see what kind of, coverage this gives, because obviously, I've got some friends that do need covering up. So yeah, let's put the foundation on. That is the foundation on, and as you could see by my facial expressions when I was putting that on, I was actually really shocked at the coverage, because look, it's covered up that massive spot that I've got. There was a lot of powder kick up when I put it on, like you can see it looks an absolute mess now, but I can't believe the coverage of it and how like easily it was. I could apply it to my skin. I'm in shock about it. Wow, that is really good, and it's only £5, and I got mine from the Revolution Beauty website. You can also buy it at Superdrug. Superdrug's currently 3 for 2, and they did have an offer on the other day that was like 15% off some Revolution Beauty's products, so I don't know if that's still on, but if it is, that's a little bargain. So obviously we'll need to see how it lasts throughout the day, and it's very pale, so obviously I can go up a shade, which is awesome, because when I am not the lightest shade in a foundation, that is like amazing. But wow, I'm really shocked for £5 for a powder foundation, because as I said before, the only other ones I've used are Bare Minerals. Like, I don't know many other powder foundations which have, which are quite as good. So I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I did do like a whole video on Revolution Beauty's products, so I will leave that in description box. So that's where I first, showed these, and I showed some swatches of this next to the other Revolution concealer, like the Conceal and Define, so you can see what the shade actually looks like, because it's very pink. So I'm going to put this on now. It's absolutely huge. It's 13 grams. I think I worked it out as like 3 times the size of the £4 Revolution concealer, not the super size one, just like the regular sized one. It's absolutely huge, and it has like this massive doe foot adapter. So yeah, I'm excited to try this one as well. Okay, so I'm just going to be applying the concealer with a sponge. This is like the L'Oreal foundation sponge, but it doesn't matter, you can buy them from any brand. Concealer on, and I'm not sure whether it's the sponge, it's the amount of product that I put on, it's how it's working with my skin, or how it's working with the powder, but I don't think the concealer is that great. Like, my nose is still very pink, it's not covered that up, and it's kind of gone a bit blotchy around here. Yeah, that's not great. I'm just going to try and put a little bit more on and see if it does anything. Okay, so I've just been in with the second layer of the concealer, and I think it sorted out the blotchiness under here, and I think it looks really good under my eyes, but as I say, I don't think it's covered up this redness on my nose, and that is with like 2 layers of it. So yeah, it might be like, you know, a really good deal, but if it doesn't do the job, you know, it might not be that great, because my Conceal and Define does cover up my redness on my nose. Okay, so what I've just done is I've actually set that concealer with the powder, and I think it looks really flawless under here, and it's giving my nose a little bit more coverage, which is great. Okay, so obviously I'm probably going to put a little bit more makeup on. I feel like I need to bronze up my skin because I'm looking incredibly pale right now. But the time is 20 past 12, so I'm going to give like this foundation a good 6-7 hours wear and see how it wears. I'm hoping it, you know, my cat's just in the room if you can hear that, so I'm hoping it will wear quite well with my oily skin, especially like my T-zone. I'm hoping that powder, you know, will soak up that excess oil. And yeah, I'm going to be back in a few hours to show you how it's worn. Hey guys, so welcome back. The time is almost 8 o'clock, so we've been nearly wearing this foundation for almost 8 hours now, so let's have a look at how it's wearing on my face. Okay, so when I put this foundation on, I had such high hopes for it. I couldn't believe the coverage, but look how oily I am. And now bear in mind, I haven't really done much today. Like, I've done, you know, like jobs like my food shop, you know. I've not been to the gym, you know, I've not been doing anything strenuous, and look at my face. You would have thought with it being a powder foundation that it would have just soaked up my oils, but I'm so oily around here and on my chin and on my forehead. I mean, it doesn't matter because I've not been out today, but I wouldn't, you know, say it's that long lasting. I feel like it's come off my chin a little bit. You can start to see my spots peeping through. And yeah, it does not look good around here, so I'm a little bit gutted about that, but it still looks really nice under my under eyes. So I might not use this foundation as like an all over foundation, but it might be a really good setting powder because it is such a pale colour and it really set that concealer really nicely. And just as a side note, I'm actually wearing the Revolution, what are these called? A highlighter reloaded. So this is one I showed you in the haul, and this is in the shade Just My Type, and it's kind of like a rosy kind of rose gold colour. And look at that glow, like I didn't really put much on either, and it's really like shiny. So these are really good highlighters. So let's have a look at the concealer now, and it actually has worn a lot better than the foundation, which is great. My under eyes look really good, so it didn't have as much coverage on my nose, but it was really nice looking under my eyes, and it has lasted really well. So I had, you know, the most high hopes for the foundation, but it was actually the concealer that did the best out of this wear test today, so that surprised me a little bit. So yeah, the foundation didn't wear that nicely on me, so I think if you've got maybe a normal or a dry skin, I think you might like this a little bit better than me, who's combo. I have an oily T-zone, and you can definitely tell with this foundation, but as I say, it's not all lost. I'm still going to use this product. I'm just going to use it to set my foundation because it looks really nice. And yeah, and I found out that I really like this highlight. So yeah, that's my thoughts today. This is a first impression, so I might try it again, you know, maybe a different primer might help, a more mattifying one, but yeah, these are my first impressions. So thanks for watching this video today. I will leave some other videos that you can watch, like the haul where I did like, you know, an unboxing of all these products, and some other Revolution videos. I'll pop them down in the box as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again later, guys. Bye.